Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another new video. Today we're going to be revisiting a set that I have opened once on the channel, and the other box I did of it didn't go so well, and that would be the infamous and much maligned 2021 Upper Deck Extended Series Hockey, featuring, and hopefully it's all in here, 24 packs per box and 8 cards per pack, and you're supposed to be getting 6 Young Guns in every box. Now, the reason I said my last box didn't go so well is because I only got 4 Young Guns, and it didn't have 4 or 5 Young Guns. It didn't have a retro that was supposed to be in here. It was missing one of the Ovation cards that was supposed to be in here. Basically, the box was a mess. Not only is the product itself not exactly ever going to be the greatest, but the box that I got was especially terrible. So quality control was not on point on that. So I wanted to go back and get another one. One, because it's a fairly cheap thing to rip. You can find these things online for like 60, 70 bucks Canadian. I think over Christmas in the US, they were on sale, like crazy sale, like 30 bucks, something insane. So for that kind of price, even if it's not a great product, it's still a fun rip and you can still hit some decent cards. But I wanted to give it another shot at redemption just to see, that first box was bad. That's a coincidence. If 2 boxes are bad, well, that's a pattern. Then at least I know for sure that it's a good product and just stay the heck away from it unless it's super cheap, which sometimes this is. Of course, you're going after Young Guns in here. The problem with Extended this year, at least, and even Extended last year, was that they definitely overextended what they consider to be, a Young Gun. They basically just they had to extend the Young Gun set to the point of exhaustion, basically to the point where, like, some of the Young Guns in here, there's one, for example, there's a goalie who literally sat on the bench one game with the Kings. It didn't even play, just backed up quick, or Peterson, whoever the heck it was 2 years ago, and got a Young Guns card. He's been in the minor ever since, right? So some of them are aggressively bad. The 2 that are worth getting in here are Arthur Kaliev, another King, and Bunting. And Bunting's card, and even still, they're worth like 10 bucks top. Bunting is weird because he was a Arizona Young Gun, and now he's on the Leafs, so that's always a little iffy. But aside from that, there are still some cool cards in here. There are some parallels and stuff in here that are cool. You can get some signed stuff in here. Obviously hard to hit, like anything in the flagship stuff is hard to hit. But some cool McDavid cards, some cool numbered cards, the usual hobby stuff. Even if the Young Guns are bad, there is some other at least neat stuff to hit. So like I said, if you can find the stuff cheap enough, still worth doing, Some of the retro Young Guns are of the big names. Like you can get Kaprizov, Robertson, those guys on the retro ones. So when you actually get a retro, I didn't in my last box, when you actually hit one, you can't hit a decent name. So not as highly sought after as the regular Young Guns are, but still, not awful. Box average that you're supposed to get that I didn't get last time, 6 Young Guns, 4 2005-2006 Upper Deck inserts, like retro cards, 3 Ultimate Victory inserts, 2 Holographics inserts, 2 Rookie Class SE inserts, an Ovation insert, an SPX Finite insert, a base French Parallel, a Dazzlers or Clear Cut, and 1 additional insert, either UD3 Pros or Prospects or Triple Dimensions Reflections. Last time we were missing, it was 4 Young Guns, I believe. We were missing our retro Young Gun, we missed our Ovation, and we missed our SPX Finite, I believe, and our French Parallel. So that box was a disaster. There's no other way to look at it. It was a bad one. So yeah, hopefully this one can redeem the product at least a little bit. I don't have high hopes. We can only find out by opening it. All right, so there's your 21 base design there. Standard stuff. And yeah, we'll see how bad this stuff chooses to be. Okay, well, here's our first Young Gun there. Cody Curran. One thing I found with a lot of these is you get their like draft photos or their team photos. A lot of them don't have action shots because they just never even actually really played much. They didn't play enough NHL games to get a photo. So like if the photographer wasn't there the one game they played, they didn't get it. So Caden Curran on the Ducks. And yeah, I've literally heard nothing about him. He looks old. I hate to say that, but yeah, he was born in 89. So, he's a Young Gun that was in his 30s. So, yeah, so probably not a whole lot of upside with him, unfortunately. Kind of the level of Young Guns you pull out of this stuff normally. So if you are buying this stuff, it's kind of not about the Young Guns, which is sort of weird to think, because that's sort of what this stuff is all about. But got Joel Hofer there. So there's our, so French Young Guns this time at least. So I suppose that's nice. Also we have Talbot now on Ottawa, of course. A French Young Gun, which is good to hit. I didn't hit one last time, but again, of a prospect that really isn't going to amount to much. So another goalie. There's lots of weird goalies in here. I pulled like 3 or 4 other goalies from my other ones. Had good numbers in Portland. I haven't watched a ton of St. Louis, but I haven't heard anything about him. So probably another guy that isn't going to amount to much. Goalies are so hit or miss anyway that most of them don't pan out. But we will take a French Young Gun over a regular one, I suppose. And I guess we're just hitting all our Young Guns in the first 3 packs. Hayden Verbeek on the Canadians there. So he's at least a centerman, not a goalie. And he only played 6 games in Laval and got no points. There you go. So another Young Gun and no one's ever heard of. At least we're hitting our Young One quite early, I guess, here. Get them all out of the way, so... Kreider with his all-star variation there. Toffoli, of course, now in Calgary. Wenberg also on Seattle. All right, so here's our first rookie class SE of one of the better rookies to hit there, Lafreniere. You can hit numbered gold versions of these. My last box, I hit a VTech Vanacek gold. So this is just like the standard silver. It's facsimile autograph, whatever they're called there, not the real one. And Lafreniere, unfortunately, he's getting rangered kind of. They don't really know what the hell they're doing with their young prospects. So he's still got some upside, but they're not doing very good by him. Dowling, Kane, and a second. All right, so our first non-Young Guns insert out of the way. Simmons, I think, don't even have I can't remember. Forbert, there's Cogs, and Another goalie. Apparently, there's just so many goalies in this set. Alex Dorio. So Dorio's not even in the league anymore. He played. Didn't even get an NHL game by the look of it. So I wonder if maybe he like sat on the road to Pine, sort of like Ingham did there with LA. So yeah, he's in Bjorkloven, somewhere in Sweden. So not in the league anymore. I feel like I've already hit as many Young Guns this box as I did my entire last box. McElhaney. Where did McElhaney end up? He ended up in like Carolina, I feel like. Can't remember. He definitely he left. He got waived, I think. Anyway, lots of All-Star jerseys. It's kind of a staple of Extended. And they got Artem Zub on the Young Guns. Either this is going to be a ton of Young Guns in here, or we're just getting them all out of the way, and then there's going to be no Young Guns after this. So Artem Zub, I forgot to mention him. He would be one of the better Young Guns in here. He actually plays with Ottawa every game. Probably second or third line pairing defenseman there. So a decent guy, you know. I don't think he's like the flashiest guy, but at least he's a Young Gun that actually plays in the league still. Not only has played a game, but continues to play. Cousins, not on Nashville anymore. Colt Sevier and Jack Johnson. Starting to wonder if this box didn't come right beside my first box on the production line, and all my Young Guns from that first box wound up in here. So if that's the case, at least I end up with them. Kudin, Stefan Nosen? Another name I don't recognize. You can see that was taken during the play-ins there. And Shot Jones in the All-Star, and so you got another rookie class of Ilya Sorokin. So again, another one of the better rookies from 2021. Weird fake autograph insert that you can't hit a gold parallel of. It's just standard silver. Jari All-Star, Puljujärvi, maybe getting traded here right away. Zikas and PLD. Surprises me how many people get confused by those facsimile autographs. Like you see people who pull them out of MVP and think they're a real autograph. So Stahl, back when he was on the Red Wings. Eichel still on Buffalo in his All-Star uniform there. And Brassard. Went on, like, Brassard's gone 3 or 4 different teams. He was on the Oilers at the very end of last year. I don't even know if he's a free agent or if he got signed this year. I haven't heard his name. So, all right, so we got an ovation card this time at least. So there's our Patrick Laine ovation. Wasn't even in the box last time. We got gypped this card. Columbus kind of sucks this year, but Laine is a good player. So he's doing okay. He was hurt, I think, for a decent part of the start of the year. But so the ovation card, a bit of a texture there. So yeah, good to hit that like you're supposed to in this box. And you got Jay Beagle, Cedric Paquette, and Manietto. All right, well, we still got quite a few packs left yet, but at least so far this box seems to be better at actually having what it's supposed to have in it there. Ryan Borwicki, Sheffield in the All-Star. So our third of these SE rookie cards. So Sharon Govich there. Yeah, okay, prospect. Another silver one. Not numbered or anything fancy. But yeah, decent prospect in New Jersey. Who's doing really well this year. 10 goals in 45 games, so does all right. Good, decent third line numbers. Chris Wagner and Cahoon not playing with the Oilers this year. And Eric Branson. The guy, I'm not sure where he wound up. So we're definitely hitting our quota on those rookie SE cards. Gudas, Back, Joey OK, Joey Decord, another one of these. Jesus, it's a weird box. Even though I'm hitting things I should be hitting, it's just a weird box. So Joey OK, aka Joey Decord, wound up in Seattle, and I don't know if he's still in Seattle or what he is. Now it's Grubauer and Martin Jones, so I don't exactly know what happened to Decord. Maybe he just got sent down or waived, not sure. And there's Dylan Cousins, another good rookie for Buffalo on the rookie class SC Silver again, fake autograph. Yeah, good player in Buffalo there. Buffalo showing some promise, which is nice to see, and he's one of their good up and comers. Jack Allen and still there, getting lit up. Poor Montreal is having a rough go. Athanasiou was now in Chicago. And Patrick. Feel bad for poor Montreal there. Got a rough. Slavkovsky's out, and now Caulfield's hurt. Barry Tobias, a Reader, former Oiler. And all right, so we got the ultimate victory, rookie of Ian Mitchell in Chicago. Not exactly one of Chicago's best prospect, but cool card. Like a nice throwback to an old set. You got Daniel Sprong, who's in one of Seattle's best pickups this year. For the money, he's been unbelievable. And as always, if you like anything like this, please like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. Appreciate every person who subscribes to the channel, especially because you don't have to do it. Appreciate when you do. There's McKinnon in his All-Star jersey. Joseph, and all right, so Ty Dellandrea. So we at least got our retro rookie as well. So far this box is sort of have everything in it that it should have. So it shows that first box was just aggressively bad for no apparent reason. Dellandrea, I mean, obviously I would rather hit Robertson. He was the Dallas rookie from this rookie class, but Dellandrea's okay. He plays pretty good numbers in Flint there as well. So not the best, but not the worst, that's for sure. And Giordano, down, of course, now on the Leafs. His All-Star uniform. So I believe we should get one more Young Guns. We've had 5 plus that retro. I think the retro doesn't count. Maybe it does. Studnicka. So Peter Angelo on the victory card. Nothing too crazy. To declare is now in Florida. Weber is pretty much retired. Lukov. Nick Ritchie now in Arizona. Josh Levo, not sure we went. So another ovation card, at least prospects of Bowen Byram. All right, well, there you go. That's a nice looking card. Byram, of course, one of their hotter defense prospects. Obviously, Makar was Makar's the number one guy, but Bowen was a good prospect for sure. He's had decent play time, decent numbers so far with them. Unfortunately for him, he's currently injured, so I'm not sure how long he's supposed to be out for, but he's out for a bit. He is excellent player as well. So I got a good decor there in Colorado. That's Stetcher, Konechny having a good return in Philadelphia, and Teddy Bluger. Definitely getting the feeling more and more that my last box's cards wound up in here. So VC, one and only Jimmy VC. Elias in his All-Star uniform, and retro. So there's that 0506 retro of Dylan Larkin. So they're not like nothing too fancy, just what a base 0506 retro base looking card of D-Boss and Dylan Larkin. And you got Husso, who went to Detroit and has not put up the same numbers because it's Detroit. Grice is now in, where the hell did Grice end up? Grice, but he's somewhere else as well. Jumbo in Florida, and then now not playing anywhere, and Anderson in Carolina. All right, Slater Kukuk missed the entire year with injury this year. Stromer, Burt, Jonathan Huberdeau, of course, now up in Calgary. So we got Austin Strand. So there's young gun number 6. That's probably our last one. Defenseman there. And he is now Anaheim Ducks property. So this year he's had 5 games with them. Spend most of the times with the Gulls. So it's like an offensive upside. Kind of a defensive defenseman there. So never know. I mean, obviously, may get some more playing time with Anaheim as they continue to tank. Try to win the Bedard lottery. And got now retired Chara. Use All-Star jersey. And Zach Bogosian. All right, Cody, Edmonton Oilers now. CC, Mackey, Matt Murray, of course, in Toronto. Seth Jones, is this a Chicago uniform? I'm not even sure where he was when he was at the All-Star game 2 years ago. And Hellbuck, back to his Vezina winning performance ways. And is this a base pack? This might be a base pack. Let's see here. Or is this a French variant? Because technically should have a French variant in here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so Seth Jones is the French variant. That's what a French variant looks like. So an All-Star French variant, which I guess is kind of neat. So I guess he was still in the Blue Jackets maybe when he was at this All-Star game. I'm not entirely sure, but go the French version. The variant français. Once again, I don't profess to speak French, and I apologize to anyone in Quebec who I just butchered your language. There's yet another card that was absent from my last box, so it's pretty obvious that last box was just, aggressively bad. So you got Hellebuck on the retro, 506 retro there. Got a cool horizontal retro. Neat looking card. And nothing too special behind that. We got another Young Guns here, so I would say it definitely seems like my Young Guns from my other box wound up in this box. Must have been what happened. So another goalie. So goalies like crazy in this set. So he was actually a Hurricanes draft pick, and he's been down in the minors. Providence Bruins, Marine, the Maine Mariners, Coachella Valley Firebirds for 2 games this year, and he's been with the Kansas City Mavericks. So probably at this point in his life, not seeing much in the NHL. So there you go. And Mestikov, Tippett, and Kyrou. There's another retro Young Guns here, so I think at this point it is probably safe to say that all my cards missing from that other box wound up in this box. It's got to be what it is. So there's another Bowen Byram. So this time it's a Bowen Byram on the retro Young Guns. So again, a nice card to hit. He was a good Young Gun from 2020, 2021 for sure. Kaprizov and Lafreniere, but I mean he's up there. So more overshot our quota of Young Guns and hit 2 of these retros, whereas last box I had none of them. Checklist with McDavid and Draisaitl there. Neat writer. So it obviously found out where my cards went. So I guess I should be happy I went and bought a second box of this. Or does this mean that so based on the fact that this is another Young Gun, I just keep getting reassured the fact that this is where all my missing cards were. So, or is this an indicator that there's lots of boxes like this that have double the hits and some are bad? Like if I went and got a third box, would it be terrible or would it be like this? I wonder. So it's Haponiemi. It's another Florida prospect. As far as I'm aware, it's just in the minor still. He's got some offensive upside. His career definitely isn't over yet. He's a good hockey player. He's just slowly maturing as far as I know. So he should end up playing with him eventually. If you had to guess, would you guess that there is another Young Gun in here? I would. Donato, Kurose, Simmons again, and Cole Holtz. So defenseman, at least this time, not another goalie, although all the goalies have this kind of draft day picture. So he was the 134th overall pick by LA back in 2017. So he's been taking his time getting there, and he's played 19 games with the Reign in 2020 and 2021. Then he was in Tucson for 54 games, had a whopping 7 goals, 10 assists, defenseman. And now he's over in Europe in the Ice HL, wherever the hell that is. So yeah, another guy that's probably not even in the league, and hilarious that we hit another Young Gun in here. I've kind of lost count at this point. Upper deck quality control between these 2 boxes is kind of glaringly obvious. I will laugh if there's another Young Gun in here. I don't think there is, but it would just be so funny if there is. It doesn't look like it. So, okay, well here, Tim Stützle on the finite. So he was another one of the good rookies from this season, still a good hockey player, one of the better guys in Ottawa this year. So it's numbered 468 of $29.99. And it's a little bit of a thicker card as well, tiny bit thicker. Finite cards are always nice. So there you go. So that's another card that was supposed to be in my other box that wasn't, that's in this box. Although now I'm curious if there's going to be 2 in here. We have 1 more pack left. I guess we'll find out. There appears to be one thicker card in there, so I think I was right. I think my missing finite card is in this box. All right, I got Murray, Bukestad, Kanashiri, and Ty Smith, SPX finite. I mean, what more proof do you need? We know what happened to all the cards from my other box. They went in this one. Well, I ended up getting them in the end, I guess, but lucky I bought this one. So Smith there, traded to the Penguins this summertime. I pulled his best card. I pulled a very nice card of his out of my first box of, out of 21-22 artifacts. Pulled a nice 3 of 5 RPA of him. Not worth much, unfortunately, because one, it's Ty Smith, and two, he traded from the Devils to Pittsburgh, so I wound up going to a Pittsburgh fan bought it. I was curious if who's going to buy it, a Devils fan or a Pittsburgh fan, but a Pittsburgh fan wound up buying it. So there we go, last pack done. All right, so this box at the very least was entertaining. I mean, it was kind of funny hitting all my cards, missing cards from the other box. But yes, we got 2 of the finite cards, 2 rookies, and one a little more upside than the other. I think we only got 2. I think we only got, 2? There's a French variant. We only got 2 of the retros. I think I got 3 or 4 last time. I think I mostly got retros as inserts instead. We got 2 ovation cards, which I didn't get any last time, so I got both of them in this box. And then a whole bunch of these rookie SE cards. I feel like there's more in here than there should have been as well. So decent names on those. But again, at the end of the day, just happy to hit the cards. We're happy to hit more cards than we're owed, but happy to at least hit the cards we're owed in this box. And then it's just funny to hit the cards from the other box as well. All right, so we wound up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Young Guns. And I believe I was missing 2 for sure from the last one. So I mean, we maybe even got those extra Young Guns that I was missing from that box, and then another extra one. And I mean, as far as these guys go, literally the only one that's worth mentioning is Artem Zub. The rest are all aggressively bad, and might as well just frisbee these things into the garbage because they have no value. And then instead of 1 retro, which I didn't get last time, we got 2. So we'll take it, and 2 decent ones as well. I mean, Byram's had a little more upside, a little more playtime than Delangea, but still these 2 guys that are constantly in the lineup, and decent potential upside with those 2. All right, so there we go. So the first box was aggressively bad, and this box, as far as extended goes, was hilariously good. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's an indicator. Well, for one thing, it's an indicator of upper deck's quality control. It was just aggressively bad this year, although I would say the condition of the cards is fine. Just making sure that's actually what's in the box that's supposed to be in the box was just bad. So not 100% sure if that was just that one particular box, or if this is sort of just like a microcosm of what this product looked like. You get a terrible box, you get an insane box. So either way, I'm happy to have hit this box. I'm happy to get my cards back. Still, even with all these cards, I think secondary market value, you're never going to hit it. It's just such a weak set of Young Guns. There's just no way to be able to really get the value out of it. Still, it was fun to open, especially this one. Given the circumstances, this one was enjoyable and kind of hilarious. So if you enjoyed that and enjoyed seeing me get some redemption from that last box, and maybe the product get a little bit of redemption, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Lots more goofy crap like this to come in the future, I'm sure. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.